Got Parag Thakkar, who's head fund manager at Fort Capital, joining us remotely today. Parag, we're missing you in the studio today, but
I'm also missing.
good morning to you. And
Good morning.
so you've seen some of the results of the banks that you were watching so closely, and that's in fact a pact that is going to be in focus today also on account of the RBI policy and any measures that could be announced on the liquidity front. Anything that has changed from your perspective in terms of what you like and the factors that you're watching out for?
No, there is no change in my view, because what I feel is that Indian economy has hit the bottom. Just now, Kush was also pointing out to the fact that dollar index has also started reversing. US 10-year is also reversing. So global macros are also falling in right place. Plus domestic, of course, we have actually done very well on the fiscal front and current account deficit front. Our corporates are under leveraged and banking balance sheets remain very strong. So I would say that I am of the same view that Indian economy has bottomed out. We are hearing green shoots on the ground from cement, at least from two-wheelers, and some of the companies I mentioned last time, like TVS Motors and all. We have seen good result from Bajaj Finance, good AUM growth. So I would say that some of the green shoots are already visible in the economy, that we have bottomed out as an economy. From stock market, I agree with Kush that we cannot say that we have completely bottomed out yet. And there can be some speed breakers ahead, but I would say that for time being, at least the setup is good. And if RBI actually, as I said last time also, that this time the weightlifting has to be done by monetary easing. And the monetary easing cycle is going to start from today. So let us keep fingers crossed.
The term weightlifting. Heavy lifting, weightlifting, but weightlifting is the right term, because you need some kind of big push right now, and which is why you saw the disappointment in the market on the budget, even though it's a very sensible budget. Every economist would love it. You're sticking to fiscal deficit. You were an outlier on that day, Parag bhai. But I just want you to give us two scenarios on how the markets will react today and how investors should look at it. One scenario very clearly is that there's a 25 basis point rate cut, but no additional liquidity easing and no supremely dovish statements from the governor. The second scenario is 25 basis point rate cut, maybe some sense of more liquidity easing and a very dovish statement. How do both scenarios play out?
Yeah, so just a 25 bips rate cut is already priced in the market. So that way, I will not expect too much of the movement. Of course, there will be some, for example, there are fixed rate lenders, right? NBFCs, and we have some of them in our portfolio. I'll put a disclaimer there that we have it in all our clients, like Aavas Finance kind of a stock, where they lend for long term and mortgage loans, right? And so the 35-40% of their loan book is fixed rate. While they borrow from banks, which is at a floating rate. So those kind of companies will benefit with a plain vanilla rate cut. But as you rightly said, the second, which is the thing which I would love to see, which is second one, that there's a 25 bips rate cut with a very dovish stance, and RBI put comes into place, right? Like we used to say during Fed times, Fed put. And that put means that if whenever there is some liquidity shortage in the market, which is above 1 lakh crores or 1.5 lakh crores, which used to be the case in last 6 months, RBI will come and infuse liquidity, which is durable. And so deposit accretion will happen in the system. And so most of the banks who are struggling for deposits, and because of that, their margins are under pressure or their loan book growth is under pressure, that will also get addressed. If that is the stance which I would love to see, then it will be positive for entire financial space and overall economy related sectors like two-wheelers and cement and so on and so forth.